Alright, Saturday, I'm going to do a quick video for you guys. Run through the dailies so we get a good idea of what's going on Monday, right? Which we've been pumping, and whenever we see a big move up, we always think, okay, we're going to get a retracement, alright? So that could happen, we could get a 50% retracement. Start with SPY. I'll train you on this graph here now. So our MACD, we're still hinged open on SPY here, which is bullish. We're at the end of our ascending triangle here, wedge, which is bearish. That means that you're probably going to go down, or like you're going to get that retracement, right? So let's get our fib to a retracement out here, and we can see, let's go to a prior support. There's like a gap fill here, so there you go. Like you could drop back to the 618 and go up. I would basically say from your lowest movement here. So I mean, yeah, that puts, oh shit, sorry, that puts our 618 right below that prior support. So that seems about right. So you could probably expect then to maybe drop back, gap fill. Otherwise we could keep pushing up. Like I said, they keep pushing it higher. But if we do get the drop back, it's probably going to get bought. So we're still bullish on there. We're waiting for this signal to not be bullish, even though being aware that you're running on a sell signal back there, but you haven't gotten your sell signal out here yet. Alright, UNG. Natgas came down just like I expected, into the pocket, got some support here. Your MACD is still hinged open at the down, so it's still bearish there, and you're sitting on buy signals, which are more bullish. You hit the trend line, bounced off of it already, and you're probably going to double test. I would expect a double test or whatever, but yeah, our projected line was up that direction, but you also have this overhead resistance following us back in throughout this other channel, and maybe coming up once we get over here, we'll see. But we're still bearish on UNG. UVIX came down, bounced off the trend line that I had sitting there. It followed my projected target down, and we're looking for the retracement back up, but it's not going to be as extreme. And your MACD has crossed over. Now it could pop back and go, this is a bullish, this looks more bullish than the other charts. So that's why I said that we might probably have a small pullback on Monday, and then we'll bounce higher, and we'll see what happens after that. That's on S&P. UVIX is futures for the S&P, and svix is futures for the S&P. It's not the entire market, it's not tech. So it's going to follow along, yeah, but in a sense that the VIX and short VIX is not predicting what tech or semiconductors is going to do. It's predicting what S&P is doing. So if you look at the short VIX, we also are hinged over on the MACD on the high side, so that's bearish, and you're not sitting on sell signals on the McClellan yet, but it's really not set for what we're talking about now. You did have this gap fill when you busted open that line there, which you could come down and fill the gap down to this right there and hit our, could come down all the way to this thing, but you might find support on short VIX if we come down to this green box instead of the purple box. So be aware that we're looking bearish on the VIX, on short VIX, and we're looking bullish on the VIX. Let's move on to soxl. I'm trying to do a video. Shut up. Dang. Cats. It's alright. He's a good kitty. Alright. Semiconductors did exactly as I predicted. Ran up on this line. We're getting multiple sell signals up here, which is going to be in line with a retracement, or we might fall back under this line. Semiconductors are super bullish right now. Nvidia led the pack while AMD and the other Taiwan semiconductors held back, and so we're looking for maybe Nvidia pull back a little bit, or that maybe Nvidia doesn't pull back and drags the other semiconductors up with it. So soxl is going to get pumped again. So be aware of that we could drop back below this support here, but we are still hinged open on the MACD up here, and that's looking bullish. Now, noting that the VIX is starting to not be so bullish, or the VIX is bullish and the SVIX is not so bullish, and that's the futures giving us maybe a day or two lead time that says that, okay, you need to watch out for this in the regular market, okay? So soxl is still bullish. Let's go to TQQ. Our MACD is hinged open big time. We are still bullish. We dropped underneath that line, which is bearish. That support line that we were riding up. You could get the pullback again, like I said, but otherwise my other predictions on this whole market was to run up to this red line. We took a measured move from our last move over here to give us the angle and the depth, and that lined up exactly with the support trend line that we were looking at to hit. So our green box is right there, which is where we're going to want to buy again. And when we hit this red line up at the top, we're just going to sell this thing, okay? So we're still bullish on QQQ. We can run cold real quick just so you can see the futures. Cold is still bullish, starting to keel over. Had huge, massive run up with a shooting star up at the top here and a couple dojis. So we're looking for cold to keel over and go for the saying that the futures on UNG, maybe UNG is going to start getting bullish, right? We're still in cold right now, and we're holding cold until we get this crossover in the MACD, which would look something like that. And we can run boil here right quick, show you huge move down. It's just exactly the opposite. We're still open. We're sitting on buy signals in McClellan. That doesn't really mean anything. This thing drops like a bat out of hell. If you're not in boil, then you should probably be in cold. That'll do it for the day. We can go regular VIX just to check. We are waiting for this bullish thing to happen right here on the VIX, and if you can see, you're starting to follow a trend line here, and you know, everybody might still be bullish on QQQ and soxl, but you know, that's where the rug pull happens. So I'm just going to show you right here that you start expecting the rug pull in like coming this week. All right, guys. Have a good day. Where's my recording?